Welcome to the Soul Session with Samira Serafini. You landed here for a reason. You're ready to heal your heart, embody authentic confidence, and soften into your feminine energy. It's time to live in true alignment and manifest a blissful life. Let's begin. Hello and welcome to the Soul Session. I'm Samira Serafini, your intuitive therapist, and I'm so glad to have you with me today. So take a deep breath and let's dive right into a deep session. Today's episode is called From Force to Flow. Master alignment, shift your reality, and manifest with Transurfing. And I want to start with a real question. Are you tired of pushing life? Exhausted from trying so hard to make things work and to make ends meet? Or do you feel like you're constantly swimming against the current? Because if you are, you're not lazy, you're not motivated or broken, you're simply stuck in force. And today, I'm going to show you exactly why force feels necessary, why it never truly sustains results, and how to shift into flow without losing your power, discipline, or structure. This is not about letting go in a passive way. This is the mastery of alignment. So, if you feel you work hard, you visualize, you manifest, and invest in yourself, and still the results feel heavy. You get something and then you lose it. You move forward and then something pulls you back. You succeed and then you feel guilty, anxious, or afraid it won't last that much. So today we are not talking about how to manifest more. I'm going to teach you how to stop manifesting through struggle. Because the truth is, if your reality is built through working too hard, your nervous system will never fully rest in it. So let me name exactly what hustling mode produces in real life. You feel like everything in your life only works when you overwork, overthink, overgive, and overpush. So rest feels unsafe because your mind is always in alert. And if you slow down, you feel guilty or like a failure. When you achieve something, money, love, a goal, shortly after it collapses. It's like the system doesn't allow you to keep what you manifest. And you feel like a victim of circumstances. So, the economy, your family, your boss, your partner, it always feels like something outside has more power than you, and the universe might be playing tricks or going against you. And that makes you overanalyze or freeze or postpone or sabotage your own process because you feel that every decision is heavy and you're trying to force the right timeline. And when we talk about relationships, love may feel like tension, pursuit, emotional struggle, and imbalance. And peace feels boring because your system is addicted to the drama. So I want to say this very gently but clear. These are not mindset issues. These are alignment issues. Underneath all these problems, this is what your soul truly wants: to feel mastery over where your energy goes, to manifest with ease instead of pressure, to feel at peace with your success instead of feeling guilty, taking aligned action without pressing yourself too much, taking aligned action without hustling and going over your boundaries to make things happen, and to feel emotionally centered and resilient. And all of this comes from one thing: not more effort, but more alignment. So here's exactly what we will do together. I will show you why hustling becomes your default mode. You will understand how your family system shapes your manifestation. I'll teach you how transurfing actually works in real life. We'll integrate this with systemic alignment, and I'll guide you into a practical shift from force to flow. When we talk about quantum physics and manifestation, the foundation you need to understand is that reality is not fixed. It exists as a field of infinite possibilities until consciousness interacts with it. This is what quantum physics calls the collapse of the two-wave function. But here is what most people miss. You do not collapse reality only with thoughts. You collapse reality with your emotional baseline, your nervous system state, and your systemic alignment. And that means if your root is in disorder, your frequency collapse, realities of struggle. So if you're always forcing, fighting, and proving, it does not mean you are unlucky. It is a clear sign that you are collapsing realities that match that low frequency. Vajing Zeland explains that reality is shaped by pendulums, excess importance, and intention, internal versus external. A pendulum is a collective energy structure. It feeds on emotional charge, fear, obsession, urgency, anger, desperation. And what feeds a pendulum the most? Force. Force is when you believe, I must control this. I cannot fail. I have to make this work at all costs. This creates what Vadim calls excess importance. And excess importance always creates resistance. Now, let's go deeper. Many people think they force life because they are ambitious. Most of the time, they force life because they are systemically loyal to ancestral struggle, family sacrifice, poverty consciousness, survival trauma, emotional abandonment. Unconsciously, the message your mind hears is that if they had to suffer, I must suffer too in order to belong to this family system. Success will push me away from my family. So, therefore, I must sabotage myself. So, you don't fight for success, you fight against your own success. It is a programming. And this is why manifestation becomes inconsistent. Internal intention says, I must change myself. Internal intention says, I need to change myself. I must control reality. Let me push me furthermore. And the reality is that this pattern of thinking and behavior creates burned out, anxiety, obsession, and over responsibility. A clear example of that is you may say to yourself, I need this promotion or my life is over. That level of importance creates so much tension in your body, fear in your mind, and resistance in your energy that it blocks the flow. But the shift happens when you reduce importance, not the desire. So you keep the goal in your mind, but you release the emotional charge around it. So instead of saying, I need this and feeling desperate about it, you can shift your internal language, what you speak to yourself, for something like, I show up, I do my part, and the right variant meets me. And you will see that flow begins when obsession ends. Many people are blocked not by fear of failure, but by fear of surpassing their system. If success requires you to feel bigger than your parents, your unconscious mind will sabotage it. This creates manifestation followed by loss, guilt after success, and fear of instability. And the shift here is that you need to stop needing to suffer in order to belong. So, what you say to yourself in your mind is, Dear ancestors, I honor your effort. I choose to no longer repeat your pain. And you take the father's structure with the mother's receiving. And you understand that flow is not a mindset, it is a systemic permission for more. More life, more success, more achievement. And it is important to understand that it's a start internally and it goes externally. Internal intention tries to make reality change. External intention allows reality to meet you. It is not passive, it is grounded and calm. So think about you ordering a taxi. You don't run behind it screaming. You stand in certainty. And the shift here is that when you act, and the shift here is that you act when the path opens. If there is resistance, you don't push. You redirect your eye, your intention. Because the master does not push the river, the master navigates it. If while listening you recognize exhaustion, repeating patterns, inconsistent manifestation, fear of instability, this is not resolved with affirmations. You need heal the root of the problem. Inside my one-on-one The Soul Session container, we identified your man pendulum, your systemic loyalty that keeps holding you back, and how to get you into your reality in flow, and how to manifest your reality in flow. You find the link in the description if your heart feels the call. Now, let's move this from your mind into your body. I want you to place your feet on the floor. Let your spine be upright. Slow inhale and a slow exhale. And I want you to focus on the area of your life that you feel like the biggest struggle. Notice the tension in your body and say out loud or in your mind, I see this fight. I see this pendulum. So you exhale and soften your shoulders. Repeat to yourself, I choose the path of least resistance. I choose surrender. Say that to yourself a few more times. And I want you to visualize the final result of your desire, not the process, just the outcome. And I want you to connect with how it would feel after you achieve that. And say to yourself, I release the weight of struggle. I embrace a soft and blissful life. Relax even more your shoulders, your body, your head. And when you feel ready, open your eyes. Today you learned force is driven by excess of importance. Flow is created through alignment. Your family system shapes how you manifest, and your intention sets the direction of your manifestation. So before the session, you fought, you proved, you overextended yourself, but now you're ready to take aligned decisions, to open yourself to receive, and to manifest from a place of ease. This is mastery. If this episode supported you, let me know and share it with someone who's ready to tap out of survival mode. Follow the podcast and leave a review. This allowed this work to reach the right people. And if you feel ready to move from force to flow in a personalized way, the link to work with me is in the description. Remember that you don't need to push life. You need to meet it in alignment. Thank you so much for being here with me today, and I see you in the next session. If you made it to the end of this episode, it means you're truly committed to healing your heart and living in true alignment. I see you, and I'm so proud of you. Make sure to subscribe to the Soul Session so you never miss our weekly time together. And if you enjoy what you heard, please leave a review and share your biggest takeaway. I'd love to hear from you. For exclusive content straight to your inbox, subscribe to my weekly newsletter. And if you're ready to quantum leap into your next level, book a one-on-one session with me. You'll find all links in the description. Thank you for being here. Sending you so much love. Until next time.